Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to our channel once again. And it is my hope and prayer that this video is going to find you guys in good health. Personally, I am fine, as you can see. Kisumu is fantastic, and maybe you could also let me know where you're watching the video from, the county or the country, in case you are out of the republic. Ladies and gentlemen, I've always told you on this platform that in politics, nothing happens out of mere coincidence, and that everything in politics is normally well planned, well scripted, and executed to achieve a specific political objective. Nothing in politics just happens for the sake of it. Yesterday, Moses Kuria made some interesting tweets on his official Twitter handle. By the time of doing this video, that tweet has already been viewed by over 600,000 Kenyans. And comments there are just out of this world. This is what Moses Kuria posted. Impeachment loading. Of course, Moses Kuria cannot talk about impeachments of the governor for Kiambu. Moses Kuria cannot talk about the impeachment of a fellow cabinet secretary. He can only talk of impeachment of either the president or the deputy president. But we all know that Rigathi Gachagua is currently a man under siege. And Moses Kuria has been on his neck since then. And then Paul Mwangi, Raila Odinga legal advisor, also made this tweet. Maybe he was also responding to Moses Kuria's tweet. This is what Paul Mwangi posted. Anyone counting on using the opposition numbers in parliament to impeach Rigiji should replan. We used to hate Rigiji because he was inside UDA pissing on us. He is still inside UDA, but now he's pissing on them. Opposition shall ensure Rigiji has security of tenure. Which means, according to Paul Mwangi, Rigiji is going nowhere. Which begs the question, can William Ruto succeed in his plan to impeach Rigathi Gachagua? That's exactly what I want us to analyze in this video. But before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, allow me to dive in. But before I dive in, allow me to take this opportunity to thank the following people. You are seeing their names on the screen there for the coffee which they sent to me earlier. You can also do this in using the numbers you are seeing on your screen. Ladies and gentlemen, let us dive in. Can Kenya Kwanza succeed in impeaching Rigathi Gachagua? First of all, let us just figure out what the law says about impeaching or removal of the deputy president. According to the Kenyan Constitution, the process of removing the president is similar to those of removing the deputy president. So let us go to our Constitution, let us go to our Constitution, Article 145, removal of president by impeachment. It says, a member of the National Assembly, supported by at least a third of all members, may move a motion for impeachment of the president, or for this case, of the deputy president. Can William Ruto allies get a third of MPs? That one they can easily get. Within a day, they shall have managed to marshal a third, and the person who is willing can move it in parliament. Then, on the ground, these are now the grounds which they can use. On the ground of gross violation of a provision of this constitution or any other law. B, where there are serious reasons for believing that the deputy president, for that matter, has committed crime under national or international law. or C, gross misconduct. I doubt if Rigathi Gachagua has committed any of these offenses. Then it proceeds if the motion under clause 1 is supported by at least 2/3 of the members of the National Assembly. Remember, you only require 1/3 to move the motion. Then you'll require now 2/3 to impeach Rigathi Gachagua, which means if William Ruto can have his members of parliament on his side, then persuade Azimio supporters to support him, then he can easily remove Rigathi Gachagua. But it's not easy. Then if that happens, then the speaker shall inform the speaker of the Senate of that resolution within 2 days. So it means once they vote 2/3, then the Senate, because the Senate, the work of the Senate is normally little. That's why I normally have a problem with our senator, Senator Tom Ojienda, who is a professor of law. The work of a senator is to impeach the president and oversight the counties. So don't expect an opposition senator to tell Kenyans that he's working with the president. For what? The work of a senator is to impeach the president and to oversight the counties. So I expect my senator to be oversighting the Kisumu County government and be ready to impeach the president. Anyway, I'm just saying that. So the Senate will then, the president shall continue to perform the duties until they have to come, just like the governors. Then at the Senate, the process will go on. They'll appoint a committee who will investigate the matters, report back to the Senate, and the president shall have the right to appear, or the deputy president for that matter, be represented by the special committee during the investigations. Kama tu ile za governors, at least we've seen several governors. And then, again, 2/3. And that's where the problem is. Senators will need 2/3 of the senators to impeach the president. I doubt if that will be possible. But just like I've been telling you on this platform, in politics, nothing happens out of mere coincidence. Last week, there was a serious onslaught on Rigathi Gachagua in parliament by Kenya Kwanza leaders, led by none other than the majority leader, Kimani Ichung'wah, and the minority whip, Silvanus Osoro. And the attacks were well coordinated. And I remember ODM leaders, ODM members of parliament, including Junet Mohammed and Otieno Kajwang, reminding them that if they have issues with Rigathi Gachagua, they should not beat around the bush. They should just come to parliament and initiate the impeachment process. That's exactly what is currently happening.
Mr. Speaker, why are we discussing this matter here? The only place that can hold the presidency accountable is Parliament, Mr. Speaker. They are held accountable here, constitutionally. You know, Mr. Speaker, you can hold somebody accountable in the sense that if it is your responsibility to dismiss him from the job he has, then you are the only one who can hold him accountable. It is a clear provision in the Constitution that this is the house that can remove anybody who occupies those offices.
Mr. Speaker, in as much as this is music to my ear, but we are slowly digressing from the business of the House. I have heard names being made here. And Mr. Speaker, you are the biggest advocate of protection that persons must not be named here adversely without a substantive motion. That side has a majority, supermajority, so they say. There is nothing that stops them from dragging that Gachagua here so that they can impeach him. They can impeach him so easily by bringing him here and vote against him. So why should we divert from business of this house and enter into some charade and hypocrisy and politics instead of doing business which is before us? We know what you people are saying. We know the politics you are doing. But we also have our politics. We don't want to turn this place into a political arena. We know that this matter has been choreographed. Who doesn't know that?
But why would they impeach or initiate that impeachment process? Why do you think William Ruto and the team might actually be contemplating impeaching Rigathi Gachagua? Number one, they want to deal with Rigathi Gachagua early. I've always told you that the fallout between William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua is going to be worse than that of William Ruto and Uhuru Kenyatta. So far, I think most of you who are even in doubt are now in agreement that Rigathi Gachagua is on his way out, and that Rigathi Gachagua will run for the presidency of the Republic of Kenya in 2022. So the question which we should be asking ourselves is, who would be Rigathi Gachagua's running mate? That is now the question, because it's a foregone conclusion, Rigathi Gachagua will be on the ballot. So they want to start dealing with him now, because if, for example, they don't deal with him, Rigathi Gachagua will be like Ruto, using government resources to play his politics. He will have that platform as a deputy president. He will still be able to play his politics. So they want to deal with him now. Number two, they may want to also consolidate the mountain with Rigathi Gachagua. That can only happen if Rigathi Gachagua is out of the picture. They can only figure out, okay, how can we consolidate the mountain minus Rigathi Gachagua? Impeach him. Wait for the aftermath. Deal with it. Then try to consolidate, so that those who will be remaining will be William Ruto supporters. And like when they wait, and then Rigathi Gachagua will organize himself, then leave at a time when they least expect. So they will want to deal with him. And of course, there is also the 2027 politics. William Ruto is still undecided whether to go for Musalia Mudavadi or whether to go for Ndindi Nyoro. And that's why I've been asking you on this platform, do you think William Ruto can risk the mountain for Musalia Mudavadi? Because the mountain gave William Ruto the highest number of votes. Let me tell you something again. William Ruto's presidential bid is 100% dependent on Raila Odinga. If Rigathi Gachagua will leave Ruto, William Ruto re-election will depend on Raila Amolo Odinga. Don't ask me why. Do your research. Maybe after that, you can ask me why. So that's why they would want to impeach him. But can they succeed? Yeah. I doubt. It's not easy to impeach a president or a deputy president, especially someone like Rigathi Gachagua. Why? Mount Kenya will rally behind him, because blood is normally thicker than water. So it will reach a point where now the ground, because Rigathi Gachagua is going with the ground will be pro-Rigathi. So those leaders from the mountain will be viewed as betrayers. And because they are politicians, they'll either vote against that impeachment, or they'll abstain. If you take your time and you start counting the number of counties allied to the mountain, Lamu, the ones in Mount Kenya, how many? Tharaka Nithi, there is Meru, there is Kirinyaga, Murang'a, Kiambu, Nyeri, so many. You come to Nakuru, you go to Laikipia. Yeah? Those alone will be enough. You add those in Azimio who will not be willing. It's going to be very difficult. So they can't succeed on that. Number two, Azimio would not want to be involved for political reasons. If they support Ruto, will have its advantage and disadvantage. If they stand with the Rigathi Gachagua, advantage or disadvantage. So Azimio might decide, okay, for us, let us watch this war from far. And just like legal advisor of Raila has told them, we don't want to be part of that war. Number three, William Ruto himself might not want to fall for that trap. Because you never know. The expectation is if you impeach Rigathi Gachagua today, tomorrow he will not have the platform of the deputy president. After some time, People will make noise, they'll relax. After some time, Rigathi Gachagua will start disappearing from the political scene. But Rigathi Gachagua can take advantage of that and sustain. If William Ruto could sustain campaigns for 8 years, Rigathi Gachagua can also sustain it for the next 3 years. I'm sure. So William Ruto may not want to fall for that trap of impeaching Rigathi Gachagua without knowing the outcome, because in politics, every action you make, the end result should be your main aim. And lastly, currently, William Ruto's rating is at its lowest moment currently. Now, assuming we will start another impeachment process against Rigathi Gachagua, Kenyans will ask him his priorities. And that's the thing. I don't know what you think. That's my take. Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye.